You're a fucking cuck.
You
have no fucking backbone.
Alright, you should leave. We'll talk later. Yeah, you should get out.
I'm always right. It's like, ugh, you and Jax don't serve each other, so.
Jax? Well, I can't believe you're going after Jax. He's such a sweet guy.
I love you.
Alright, Trisha.
Bye. Thanks for a great episode. Please. Okay.
Whenever you're ready, you can walk away.
So. No, because I don't want to title this.
It's the pizza curse.
But can we just?
I'm not gonna title it Trisha's thing. It's the pizza curse. It is. Conversation. I shouldn't have to walk on eggshells around everything I say.
All right, Ethan. I'm asking to end this. I'm asking.
You can leave anytime, Trisha.
But then you're making this thing where we're not ending the show, and you get to sit here and be like, okay, well that just happened, and you're eating pizza.
Today, without telling me, she drops this video. She's quitting Frienemies, which took me completely by surprise. And I was just, I was honestly. I don't know, from a business partner perspective and a friend perspective, that video really rubbed me the wrong way, because I woke up after having a conversation with her where I agreed to everything she wanted to do, and I wake up to her being like, saying all this stuff about private conversations we had, and saying, oh, it's the crew's fault, it's the people on the crew were unhappy, and like, I don't know, I just felt like that video was just so unnecessary, and I just didn't get it, because I had done everything possible.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Crimson Mage, and this is my homage towards the podcast Frienemies by making the cursed pizza. So we first start with the starter. So what we do is we add sugar, yeast and water together and let them ferment, let them develop flavor. And after 5 minutes, we add salt and oil for more flavor. And next, we add the mixture into a sauce bowl. The reason why the bowl looks sus to me is because I think it's too small for the flour. But let me just try and see. Yeah, I think it's too small, but you know what? I don't want to take another bowl. I'm just too lazy at this point. Should I or should I not? Let's just commit and see. Now add the water and let's just see how it goes.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I knew that I screwed up here. You know what? Let's just use the table. I'm gonna clean it anyway, so let's just use it. And now we knead about 10 to 15 minutes, but it took me about 40 minutes to knead, and the reason why it took me that long is because I added too much water to compensate to this fatal error that I did. So what I did is I add more flour. So if you added too much water, just add flour. You can see my mistake here. This is no longer a dough, this is a mitten. It's covering my hands, it's eating my hands. So don't do this mistake. How do you tell the dough is done? When the surface is shiny and it moves around, and when you press on it, it bounces back a little bit. That's when you know that it's done. And now for the defining ingredient of our frenemy pizza. It's
conversation. I shouldn't have to walk on eggshells around everything I say.
All right.
Yes, it's eggshells. Because why? Because that scene is iconic. To prepare the eggshells, the first thing we need to do is we need to sanitize the eggshells. We do so by boiling it in water to remove any bacteria or the egg protein. Then we need to bake the eggshells for 10 minutes to make it more brittle so that we can pound it and make it into a powder. And with this powder, we can put it into our pizza dough. To tell you guys why I did this homage towards the Frienemies. I enjoy listening to Frienemies. I enjoy watching them. I love the dynamic between them. It's very yin and yang. Trisha is more in your face, more flamboyant, more out there kind of personality, while Ethan's more mellow, more chill, more like an introvert kind of personality. And I think it really gels very well. They really have chemistry in this podcast, and I enjoy it, especially during this pandemic. They really brought me laughter, and that's why I'm paying my homage towards them. Sprinkle a little bit more eggshell into the pizza dough so that it's more prominent. Now that the pizza dough is done, let's just move on to the sauce, which I think is the most important key in this pizza. For Trisha's sauce, I'm thinking a tomato base, I'm thinking spicy, I'm thinking a lot of layers of flavor because she is a very complex character in my opinion. So I'm thinking a tomato base like this is the right one for her because she is such a unique, complex person. I'm using a generic tomato sauce here because I'm building multiple layers of flavors into it. So to me, it really doesn't make much difference. That's why I use that. I really want to incorporate parsley in both my sauces because it reminds me of the Jewish dish tabbouleh, and I really want to incorporate that as a Jewish connection between both of them. Lastly, I will add some basil. I really like the taste of basil with tomato. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So I really want to add that. Plus, it adds some freshness into the dish, which I think it needs. Now the Trisha sauce is ready.
Hey, I turned out fine. You know, having 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays ain't a bad thing.
For Ethan sauce, I basically want to do an Alfredo sauce, a white sauce, something subtle, something that is understated yet packed with flavor. For this recipe, it's full of dairy, so for those who are lactose intolerant, I am so sorry. So what I did is I put the butter in, then I put the garlic, I cook it till it's translucent, then I put in the heavy cream. But my secret recipe for this sauce is a little bit of nutmeg. It adds a little bit of nutty flavor into it, and I think it really helps with this Alfredo sauce. The key of an Alfredo sauce is to put in the Parmesan cheese ready. So when the sauce is ready, just put in the Parmesan cheese. If not, the fat from the cheese will actually separate from the sauce. So now that Ethan's sauce is done, how does it taste?
And it's insane. So good.
Aw, thank you, Ethan. That's very nice of you. Okay, well, now that I have the dough, I have the sauce, now it's time to make the pizza, the cursed pizza. The first thing I will do is the Ethan sauce, and I'll put some olive and some basil in it, and definitely some cheese. I'm not going to do the jalapeno, pineapple, and olive ingredients that Ethan likes because I think that's just too weird. And for the Trisha side, I'm gonna put my spicy marinara sauce and some pepperoni. I think that both of this flavor complements each other very well, and it definitely represents Trisha to the T. Oh, a pro tip. Do brush some olive oil on the crust of the pizza to make it more golden. If not, it doesn't really come out that golden and it really does lose the appeal of the pizza. Once I'm done with the toppings, I'll just pop it into the oven until it's golden brown and delicious. And that's when I know it's done. And now for the reveal. Oh my god, it turned out amazing. It is crunchy yet full of flavor. This pizza is amazing. I can't believe I made that. I don't know if the crunch really helps with the eggshells, but you guys be the judge of it. The flavors that develop in this pizza really defines Frienemies to the T. I really enjoyed my journey to make this pizza, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Until next time, thank you guys.